Okay, quoted the Gemara. The Maharal quoted the pasuk in Nishlei, which the Gemara says, Gemara in Sanhedrin, Sheker achein hevel hayofi, isha yiras Hashem itisalo. So the Gemara says, so he goes to explain what is chen. We were on page Chavav, Perek Gimel, yes. We just got finished, we got to the bottom of the first column, at the bottom. It says, what's chen? Chen is a person who has a certain charm because he's a quality person. He does everything correctly, everything's proper, he's fair, and he's a good person. That person has chen. What's yofi? Yofi, beauty. Beauty what? Radiates. A person radiates with beauty. So he says, we'll start. Chochma is yofi. Shenikra yofi. Mishum yofi more. What is yofi? It's illumination. A person like beams, radiates beauty. Hachoch me'iro. One has wisdom also. It radiates. Radiates. Dechsiv chochmas odom tor ponov. The wisdom of a person causes that his face should illuminate. I'll say. It's interesting. The Gemara tells a story in the Dorim that Rabbi Yehuda himself, he was very careful in terms of doing his bodily functions. And at every location on his way to the Beis Medrash, he would check to see whether he has to relieve himself. He never ever withheld himself. And because of that, he had his constitution was very healthy, because he maintained his bodily function, never ever withheld himself. So he met this wealthy non-Jewish woman, and she said to him, "You must be a pig farmer and a usurer, because he was so robust. He had such a healthy appearance. You must eat well and you live, high in the hog, so to say." Right? So he said to her, "No." He said to her, either because he's what, but he told her, he quoted the pasuk in Kelos Chochmas Odom Torah Ponov, that a person who has wisdom, his face radiates, illuminates. So because of that, that's the reason why he looks this way. Okay? He has that robust look. The robust look has nothing to do with what he eats or his lifestyle, rather it's because of the wisdom that he possesses. That's the radiance. And he says, Ein Sof Rayalze. You don't need proof on this. Person has chokhmah, another person, you look at him, he has this glum look. Glum. Person is wise, there's a presence. Person has a presence. Just by looking at his face, you see the presence. Just thinking, the Gemara says in Avodah Zarah we have that a person who stays up all night and studies Torah, it says, Chut shel chesed moshe holov. There's a thread of chesed which Hashem draws on the person. So Maharal explains, normally a person doesn't sleep much. Physically, he's not that attractive because he always looks totally worn down. So the question is, why is he worn down? Why does he have this appearance? Is it because he just stayed up all night and just wasted his life? Or because he invested the night in studying Torah? So Hashem goes and compensates the person, giving him this certain charm. There's a chut shel chesed, that although physically you're not an attractive person because you're sleep deprived, but because you invested in the Torah, Hashem will give you that radiance that you should be seen as an attractive person in other people's eyes. That's the midah keneged midah. That's how the Maharal explains the Gemara. So it could be Rabbi Yehuda. He had that very attractive appearance, as if he was a wealthy man. He ate and he lived a high lifestyle. But what was it based upon? It was based upon the what? This is the chut shel chesed. Hashem compensated him because since he gave up his physicality, compromised his physicality for the sake of Torah, therefore Hashem compensated him. Therefore it's chochmas odom Torah ponov. If a person is fair in all his activities, his interactions, human interaction with other people, to the point where he finds favor in everybody's eyes because of his reputation, of the way he behaves. He behaves in this special way. Even that may be the case, but he doesn't yet possess, which is the essence of everything. And even if he possesses wisdom, that's not the essence of everything. Wisdom is not everything, and proper behavior is not everything. It's special, but it's not everything. A person whose wisdom, knowledge, precedes his yiras shamayim, the wisdom will not remain. It will not endure. It's a mission in Pirkei Avos. Kol shechachmoso kodemes liyiras cheto. One's wisdom precedes his yiras chet, fear of sin. Ain't chochmos miskayemes. The chochma will not be retained. Will not endure. What is really the mainstay? The mainstay is yiras chet. It's yiras chet. Something which is only what's it called? Like an adjunct to something else. It's only secondary to something else. If what's primary doesn't exist, secondary doesn't exist. Because the secondary is only secondary because there's a primary. So if the primary is the yiras shamayim, and wisdom is secondary, so therefore wisdom is not secure. It's only secure when it's attached to the yiras shamayim. See, simply the Mishnah in Pirkei Avos is speaking about chochmas being chochmas HaTorah. We're talking about Torah knowledge. We're not talking about a person who's a physicist or any other branch of knowledge, because chochma, which is Torah, is all siyata d'shmaya. That's based upon the spirituality of the person. You're only a vessel to be able to retain that if you have relevance to it. So if it's kol shechochmoso kodma liyiroso, so he hasn't been spiritualized. He doesn't fully get it. It's his intellect. It's his investment of ability. It's his immersion. That's why he has it to a point. But is that going to be everlasting? No, because factually the receptacle where that wisdom is, that chochmah is, it's not a receptacle of spirituality, but it's been spiritualized. It's been linked to the yiras chet. So then what? Then it will be retained, because it's in its proper context. It's a proper vessel. Therefore, it's miskayemis.
I mean, the physics that he knows so well is if it's learned with yiras shamayim.
No, it has no relevance. It has no relevance. Physics has no relevance to this.
So when we're talking about chochmas,
Simply, it's chochmas HaTorah. Knowledge of Torah, Torah knowledge. That's what we're speaking about.
I thought that any chochmah that you infuse with yiras Hashem and yiras Chayei is really, then it's chochmas, then it's true chochmah.
No, it's not. You can have truth. That understanding of the inner workings had to do with everything. He understood how God created existence. Yeah, but it's still not Torah. It's still not Torah. It's still not Torah. Still not Torah. A person earns a living. It's truth. It's truth. But the question is, where's the truth derived from? There was no Chazon Ish. There's a cardiologist. Not the Yeah, the operation. But the cardiologist lives in St. Louis. His name's Alan Weiss. He was Rav Shach's doctor, cardiologist. You know Alan Weiss? Yeah. So Alan Weiss, he became a Baal Tshuva many years ago. And he was given, not the original sketching of the heart that the Chazon Ish had sketched. The person needed open heart surgery. This is the infancy of infancy, and they gave up on it, and they said, you're going to die in the operating table. So he sketched the heart. He said, if they do the operation this way, you're going to live, not to worry about it. And they gave it, and the surgeon was like shocked, couldn't believe it. that, this man, how does he come up with such a level of understanding? And it was known, the Chazon Ish knew medicine. Where did he know medicine from? It was all extracted from his Torah. It's not, he was a Talmud Chacham and he studied medicine on the side. It wasn't that.
Someone today wanted to find those details in the Torah. How easy is it to find that?
You won't find it. You won't find it.
So
You won't find it.
how does that work?
You have to be at a special level. Special level.
It's not the actual
It's
laws.
the Mishnah says it's an explicit Mishnah in Pirkei Avos. Right? You ought to do a deal in the United Kingdom somewhere, and they do deals there differently. It says half of the kulaba. Right? So the Torah, you turn it, everything's in the Torah. There's nothing in that has relevance to existence that's not within the Torah. It's Mishnah Pirkei Avos. Half of the kulaba. You turn it, you're going to find everything there. That's it. So, but the question is, how do you extract it from there? You have to be at that very special level. The Gemara says that Amoroim, that every Amora had the ability to be Chaim Misa, was able to resurrect the dead. How did he learn how to resurrect the dead? Right? That's part of Torah. It says Bitzalel understood the inner workings of existence, how God created the world. All the energies that brought about physical existence, Bitzalel understood. Because the Mishkan had to correspond to every aspect of existence. It's Gemara in Brachos. Bitzalel Yodei Letzaref Osios. He knew how to conjugate the letters that bring about these various energies. Okay? That's all in Torah. Therefore.